Okay, yeah, sorry guys, the stream crashed. And now we're just gonna go in with another stream, just quickly finish things up, just in case. So we'll have the VOD on YouTube, but we'll get into our final round of attacks. Both clans still have Golem Quarry still on the board. And let's finish things up here. And you guys can go in at any point you want. Sorry for the delay. And we'll just hop into the final round of attacks. And finally, White Wolves NL is going in with Graveyard Hogs with a Frost spell against their last base, the Golem Quarry. But if they do not triple, the door is still wide open for Rebirth to take the win. So let's see if they can convert some minions, some barbs to clear the trash on the approach. And yes, definitely a bit of a strange base here. A Frost Spell hits both the Blast Bow as well as the Rock Artillery. I'm assuming those two miners are going to go over the top and snipe the Blast Bow over there. Graveyard Hogs on the approach. Very wide base, and he's going to be able to stun a lot of those defenses with those Hog Riders. So now those two miners are going over top to take out the Blast Bow. The Hog Riders are coming in. Two more left in the deployment bar with Graveyard spells to help distract all those defenses. How is he looking? The miners are still alive. The Crushers are going to... Ooh, it does get a shot off before it goes down. And one blast just like that is able to take out the Crusher. The Zap Trap takes out that miner before it grabs the Rocket Artillery. And the Hog Rider is on top of that Blast Bow, but it is going to get taken down. So there's still a lot left on this base. It's all coming down to this. Golem Quarry is the hardest base. And let's see if he's able to secure. This would be wild if Rebirth pulls off the miracle upset versus White Wolves NL. Frostbow on the backside, Blastbow as well as Rocket Artillery. A ram to tank the Blast Bow as well as Rocket Artillery in the approach, and the miner sneaks in to take out that Blast Bow. A Hog Rider stun to help secure the Rocket Artillery over there. That means that his miners will take out the District Hall over there, and while that's all going on, he'll wait for the miners to finish off the District Hall, then they'll move in towards this Rocket Artillery. Very nice planning on the miners. Still 9 Hogs in the deployment bar. He'll hold onto those to make sure that all of his troops converge towards the backside all at once. And now he's coming in with a wave of Hog Riders, and let's see if he has enough to take out the rest of the base. 3 more Hog Riders still in the deployment bar. He's looking good from here. Looks like White Wolves NL is not going to choke the match in the middle of it, and they're going to have one more Hog to stun this Rocket Artillery over here. A wave of Larrys are approaching that slowed down Blast Bow, and it looks like this Golem Quarry is not going to be able to hold. Nicely done. Man, the hit rate on Golem Quarry has been insanely high for how hard this base is, but looks like clans are easily able to take this thing out, at least with Graveyard, as he is about to reach 100% and secure the win for White Wolves NL. So last base for Rebirth is going to be Golem Quarry as well. Let's see if they can finish things off. Ooh, this match turned out a lot closer than I think anyone was expecting. And we'll put in our last base, which is the Golem Quarry. They're already calling the GGs, but there's one more attack left. Rebirth, best of luck to you guys. This is the last base that you guys have to attack, and it is Golem Quarry. I think Rebirth has one more Graveyard attack. They use Graveyard versus Goblin Mines and Wizard Valley. I think they should have one more. And Rebirth is going to go in with their final attack of the match. Going in with Graveyard Hogs against Golem Quarry. They have one more Graveyard spell left in their tank, and they're going to use it against Golem Quarry. So 2 miners to go in. I don't know where those 2 miners actually go. Probably deeper inside the base, or 2 miners up the flank. Ram to help distract those defenses. Now some Hog Riders to start getting those Graveyard spells going. He's actually getting very far into the base on this first attack. The Hog Riders did such a great job melting through all those defenses on the approach, and he's also getting this Blast Bow as well. The miners work through the District Hall, all that HP over there. He has 1 miner still left to go in after the Spear Thrower with its Death Bomb. Kaboom! 39%. 3 graveyards still down on the map. The backside Rocket Artillery on the top side is still exposed, and he's actually got a very good shot at converting this into yet another triple. I think I would probably use like a Frostbow on top of this Blastbow section, and then maybe 2 more Graveyard spells over here as well. But he's just blasted open this base completely. Those Graveyard Hogs did such a great job getting inside the base. Rebirth does not need to spam miners here. I think Graveyard Hogs probably works again. Does it not? White Wolves NL did not triple GM. They got 93%. And now let's take a look at the final attack from the Rebirth. And they're coming in with a Frostspell Graveyard Hogs. And let's see. Yeah, Hogs are very strong still with Graveyard in your camps. Frostspell on the backside Blastbow, one Graveyard on top of each mortar in the back, and now he's coming in. Two miners to go in after the cannon. They'll go back down. They'll actually get hit by the rocket artillery because after the nerf they're a little bit slower. They miss. They dodge one rocket shell, but they're going to sneak into that dead zone and take that thing out, and then they'll go over the cliff and try to go after the multi-mortar. He's holding onto his Hog Riders right now because he doesn't need to use them. And now they're going to go in, sneak in to try to take out some of those backside splash defenses. That rocket artillery is going to do so much damage to him at this point. 5 more Hogs in his camps. His Hogs have sneaked into the dead zone of this rocket artillery. This Crusher might be an issue, but he's able to get an angle on it with a Hog Glider, stun it with 2 more Hog Riders still in his deployment bar. A huge wave of troops coming in from the left-hand side of the base. Huge rocket shell, but now he's got a couple of Hog Gliders to try to stun that thing. Can they actually stun the rocket artillery, or is the Rapid Rocket going to prevail? The Rapid Rocket is actually able to stop the Hog Gliders from going through, but a huge wave of Larrys at this point is going to take out the Blastbow, and Rebirth is going to finish off 20 stars in this match. Wow, this match turned out a lot closer than I think anyone could have ever predicted, as his troops are going to finish off the last few buildings on the space for a nice 2-shot. GG to the Rebirth, putting on an absolute show against White Wolves NL and tying it at 20 stars apiece. White Wolves does win on percent, but what a match. What a match. That all came down to the last couple of attacks, and White Wolves pulls ahead by 22%. 20 stars apiece, 762% for White Wolves, and 740% to Rebirth. Incredible showing. Rebirth fell just short on the Barbarian Camp hit. I'll just re-show that right now that the match is over before we end the stream, but it got so close. This could have been Rebirth's match to win if the Golem had one more HP and was able to survive the last cannon shot. So this is the second hit of the Barbarian Camp. The Golem is going in back inside of the haste spell, and he uses 2 Hog Riders to collapse these 2 point defenses over here, which was nice. But I think he was a little bit premature on his last 4 Hog Riders because a Tesla farm pops. He held onto a second Frost to freeze up that Tesla farm that will pop once he reaches 50%. We'll fast forward from here as the Golem moves through. And then, bam, the Tesla farm pops. He drops down his Frost spell, gets a huge Frost on top of a lot of defenses. Maybe he could have actually hit this cannon as well, which would have made a huge difference on the backside. But hindsight is 2020. His Hog Riders, they all converge to this bomb tower and get blown up, which was very unfortunate. And he just does not have an HP on top of his Golem to try to finish those last few Teslas on this base. So that was very unfortunate. But the Golem, look at this Golem. He gets distracted by the clan house one last time, and he's on 1 HP as he gets shot down by the cannon, and he's not able to take out the rest of the base. So GG to everyone. Incredibly well played. And good luck to everyone on the next couple days of Swiss match. And I'll see you guys all later. And I'll try to stream as much of it as possible. Take care, guys.